Welcome to Eccleston Piano. In this short tutorial I'm going to be thinking about using the sustain pedal, normally used by the right foot of the piano, in the music of Johann Sebastian Bach, and therefore to an extent also thinking about doing the same in other baroque composers such as Handel and so on. And I hope you find this interesting and indeed helpful. You may or you may not be aware that there has been an ongoing debate amongst performers and musical scholars about this issue for a long time. Some people maybe at one extreme have been quite purist about it. Bach composed for the pipe organ or the harpsichord, neither of which had a sustain pedal, therefore we should not use it on a traditional upright piano or concert grand. At the other extreme, we will have people of the opinion, if it works, then use it. And I think myself as a performer, I'm somewhere there, round about there. I'm gravitating more slightly to the middle towards being a bit more laid back about it. To demonstrate this, I'm going to use the B-flat major prelude from the 48 Preludes and Fugues, Book 1, BWV 866, and I'm just going to play the ending. Now this time I'm going to add the pedal, and I'm sure that you will immediately hear the difference. So there you have it. Perhaps it's a matter of taste to some extent, but personally I am gravitating more towards the fuller version of that ending where I actually used the pedal. I think it brought it alive. It's almost like a flower head opening up, and you really get the full aroma of that flower head. The full potential of that is realised. After all, if Bach wrote for the pipe organ or the harpsichord, does that mean that we shouldn't use the possibilities of the piano to do with crescendo and diminuendo? If Bach wasn't going to, if he didn't conceive of that, if he wasn't aware of that as a possibility for the keyboard instruments he was using at the time, should we? Well, I don't think there's really any pianist who would think that way now. So therefore, does that way of thinking, does it also apply now to the pedal? Just because Bach didn't apply the sustain pedal, perhaps he didn't have it in his thinking, does that mean that we shouldn't? Well, as you can see, as you can hear, I'm gravitating more towards the more, dare we call it, laid back viewpoint, where you can use pedal occasionally in Bach. It makes the piece come alive and it's more enjoyable to listen to.